Hey guys, it's just Simon from Toy Reel. We're walking around the International Convention Centre for OZComiccon, and we thought we'd stop by the 501st booth and talk to 3 interesting characters. So I guess we'll start with the Jedi because, you know, I know now we get in trouble for not doing Star Wars enough. So give us an idea, how much effort goes into designing your costume?
Well, you sort of have to find a design that speaks to you. So this one was based off Mace Windu's costume from episode 1. I went and did a little bit of research. I looked into what sort of fabrics were used, and we, a friend and I, managed to source the original fabric from India. There's a fabric called Khadi. So that's what the tunics and the tabards and the obi are made of. The cloak, well, I just wanted something that looks really cool. And the lightsaber, well, you can spend a lot of money there, but I just wanted something very unique. So
it's quite an impressive thing, and it looks very screen accurate, which I know you guys take very seriously.
I will say as well, we're actually from the Rebel Legion. There's the 501st Legion, the Rebel Legion, and the Mandalorian Mercs. So
covering all 3 bases. So I guess the next thing is, obviously you're dressed up as an X-Wing pilot.
I am, yeah.
So I know that we have a lot of companies that do like props and stuff like that as well. Do you use those props, or do you make your own, or what sort of process do you go through?
It can vary. Personally, if I can find someone that's already made it, I will buy it. Like for instance, the helmet I bought 10 years ago from a company, pre-painted. Everything was done on it. It took a little bit of modification because it wasn't perfect, but nothing ever is. So if you can do that, if you've got the skill, go ahead and make it yourself. I'm personally not one of those people. So all bits and pieces, but you can pretty much find everything for this costume. Someone has already made it. If not, then you can usually find some way of doing it. It's one of those sort of costumes that can be done yourself, or you can find other people who can make the bits for you. So it's good in that way. So if you're not sort of like a creative person, you don't have the creative abilities, this is one of those costumes where you could actually buy everything for it already made.
That's quite handy to know, actually. And lastly, we come around, and I think it's quite appropriate to finish with you. It's something that caught my eye when I was walking around, when we kind of just saw you here and thought, yeah, we've got to do you. So give me an idea, what's the inspiration behind it?
So the inspiration's basically, I'm a member of the Mandalorian Mercs, so obviously the armor design is taken from Boba Fett and Jango Fett, who are Mandalorians. And then as to the color scheme, black and red I like, and I liked the shade of gold, so that's where I went with the colors. Additional elements to it were, I wanted my Mandalorian to be a Jedi hunter, so I have a bunch of trophies representative of Jedi that I've potentially killed, and weaponry which in universe were effective against Jedi. So if you can see, I've got
Yeah, that looks really cool, man.
some lightsaber hilts as trophies. I have some lightsaber crystals on my my little braid, and so that was sort of where I built it around in terms of the theme.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to say it's quite an inspired choice, because it's not something that you'd normally expect. So yeah, that wraps it up for us anyway. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I love the work you guys do as well, and I know all the guys at Toy Reel do as well. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.